And look who's over there ripping a Traxxas Max V2. Relationships are a certain amount of compromise. What do I mean by that? Well, I just had a conversation with my wife. Originally, she was gonna go, beautiful day out, number one. Number one, it's a beautiful day out, and I actually want to spend time with my wife. So therein lies kind of the problem. Not that she doesn't want to spend time with me, but she's got like her own thing that she wants to do as well. You work all week and you kind of want to do your thing, but I want to spend time with her. She wants to spend time with me. So the compromise is I asked her, do you want to go to Diamond Dust with me? And she was like, I don't really want to be in like the hot sun and all the dust. And she was like, well, what about the pond? Can we take the cars to the pond? And my instant reaction, because like I'm thinking in my head, I'm thinking like the glory of like Diamond Dust, the full trigger, the dust, everything that she's not looking for. So there are two things that are coming to the channel. This is the reason why there's two of them. But beyond that, I've got the Max V2 here. I drove that thing like what, twice or once, maybe 3 times, I can't remember. And it broke. And I think I was disappointed. I did buy the upgrades, but I've just not been motivated to repair the truck. Well, when she said what she said, made me realize, you know what, guy? If you just take that V2, and I'm not going to fix hers right now. That's a different story. I hurt that thing. I don't think I've got all the parts for that thing yet. And I kind of don't even have the parts for this, but I do. It's a story. It's a long story, guy. So the compromise is, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to video fixing this truck using the Max V1's old takeoff parts, because it's technically the same-ish kind of deal. Even though this is the wide V2 version of the Max, the parts are still the same. So I'm going to repair this truck, and then my wife and I are going to go to the pond, and we're going to have a little bit of fun, I hope. And what I mean by I hope is, one of the things that she usually likes to do is obviously take little Colby with her. So we'll see. We'll see if this is going to work, because I kind of want to do something with her, and I know she loves little Colby, and I'm the one that got him, so I'm the one that created that issue. It's not an issue, though. It's just, you know what I'm saying. She's really connected to her pup. So, yeah. So, today on RC Guy Garage, it is about compromise. And technically, that compromise is going to get this truck repaired. So, I'm going to move the keyboard out of here. Also, it makes it really hard when Cletus McFarlane keeps dropping stinking videos about Mullet and Ruby and Leroy. You end up not having any time to do anything because you're watching their videos. So, this is the body off. This is the Max V2. This is my Max. So I did break this, and I kind of feel, I guess it was my fault. I really was full trigger beating on this thing, and this is the weak point. I do, like I said, I do have all of the upgrades to go ahead and fix this. I even got the wheel nuts. The wheel nuts. This is what I got, man. I even got the stuff, man. I even got the stupid Traxxas X wrench, which I know isn't needed, but I just got it just because I never had one. At least I don't think I have one. Maybe there's actually one in the bag. Ah, crap. Well, anyways, I do have the upgrade parts. That's not what this video is going to be about. This video is technically about the compromise. So what I'm going to do is, this is from my Traxxas Max. My wife's Traxxas Max. This part right here is effectively brand new. So I think this might even be the axle that I replaced as brand new. You can see it's got next to nothing for mileage on it. Still kind of has like that shininess to it, to where maybe, let's see if I can find one that doesn't, where you can see the difference. See the difference? See how this one's got just kind of like, it looks like it's got wear. So I'm going to go ahead and toss this axle in this truck and continue driving this thing, because this truck right here, these Traxxas vehicles really are pretty good. And I'm curious, why is everybody saying that the XRT has a new battery thing when literally, isn't it this one? Isn't it this one? Because to me, isn't this the way the XRT already... Isn't this the way the XRT opens? Like, I mean, this... I didn't reverse this. This is just the way it came. So I don't know. Maybe it's because they're talking about X Max and whatever. But yeah, this was kind of like already there. So did they take this like from here and give it to the XRT? I don't know. All right, so bearing obviously is retained. The pin's in there. So I'm going to go ahead and just take a wheel wrench, buzz this off real quick. Install this one. Even though this one's shorter, it's okay. We're not here to destroy this truck. It's literally that compromise of getting this thing out and being able to run it again. All right, so first things first, I'm just going to go ahead and pull that nut off. Again, I'm not even using a Traxxas thing. So buzz this wheel nut off. And so here we go. So we need this little hex piece here. Oh, wow. It's really jammed on there. Take this, give it a whack. Take this off. Bearing itself. Bearing mint, of course it is. Alright. And this truck is only, what? This was, I got it on pre-release. I just never even opened it up, and then just all of a sudden one day I decided to go ahead and crack it open. I don't even think I did an unbox. I literally just bought the truck and just kept it. I didn't, I teased people, yeah, I got it, yeah, blah, blah, whatever, but, and I do end up keeping all my little pieces and parts. It's just something that I do. So inside here, I'm going to go ahead and take this pin out, and that way I can flop that over. So one thing about Traxxas is they are very easy to work on. Boy, that seems kind of bound up a little bit. It's like it's got diamond dust in it. Pop that out. Whoa. Oh, wow. Holy moly. So you can definitely see that there is a massive size difference between the two. This is the Wide Max version, which is what you actually get now in the box. Everything is still the same. Check the bearing in here. That bearing's mint. I'm going to go ahead and kind of just clean this up here. Let's get the grit out. Looks good. Get the grit out of that side as well. Wow, that spline is actually twisted. The spline is twisted right up there. Wow, that's nuts, man. This thing is kind of itself overpowered. So let's key this spline in here. Here we go. Go ahead and put this back in. Extend it out. Put the bearing back on. Put the pin in. And isn't this crazy, man? This is all it took to do this, and I'm only just doing it now. Take the hex, install the Traxxas specific hex here. Oh man. So once I put that wheel on, it should tighten that up. That is something that I noticed. So there is one other thing on this truck that I do want to check. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this wheel on. Put the little Traxxas adapter thing here, because we aren't 17mm yet. Reinstall the nut, and it's going to suck this together. I can feel it working. And I'll get to a point where it stops, just like that. While I'm here, I'm just going to go ahead and check this one. Mint. And then on this side, check this one as well. We're good. And we're good. So, the other issue that I had with this truck is if you look at this section right here, you can see that this popped out. Now, I believe this just popped. I don't think there is an issue. But I am going to go ahead and take it apart anyway, just in case. Using my Ryobi Tech 4, it's called. This is the Ryobi Tech 4. It's pretty cool. The only thing I wish it did was I wish the lights stayed on longer, and I wish it came with 2 batteries and not just the one. So, go ahead and just pop these screws here. Get the right driver guy. Here we go. Ooh. Backwards. Ooh, there's a rock jammed in there. Oh, look at all the diamond dust still in there. Holy moly. Okay. I'm not seeing any issue. Does look like we're okay. So it looks like it just kind of came out. So I'm going to go ahead and just pop these screws. I have had the rear diff open, but that's just from me doing what I do. So pop this off, and there's a little bit of grit in there. So I think what I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and also pop off the I'm going to pop off the rear plate as well. This one needs a pick out because it has all kinds of junk in there. If you got sensitive ears, watch out, vacuum incoming. I think I need something else for vacuum. Go ahead and just continue popping these out. Alright, now let's see. We're actually looking alright. I'm going to just kind of move that out of the way and just put the brush in there. So, like I said, sensitive ears, watch out. Alright, so we're good there. I'm going to go ahead and put this down. Put the screws back in. I'm going to start with the 2 front short screws. because the center brace is last. Okay, now I'm going to go after the front brace. Make sure that that's in where I want it. Short screws. Alright, now I'm just going to go ahead and touch this up and clean up just a little bit right here and here. Alright, now I'm going to take my center brace, keeping in mind the way the screw orientation is. Obviously that slot right there fits that motor mount slot. Go ahead and toss this in. Go ahead and toss this in. Jeez. Alright, go ahead and toss this in. Holy moly. It doesn't want to toss in. It's acting like there's an issue here. What is up? Why are you acting like you've got some kind of breakage here? It isn't. There's no breakage. But it is acting like... It's acting like it doesn't want to fit. There we go. Just needed a little massage into place with a hammer fist. So now, long screws. Damn, look at that. Why is that doing that? You see that? Something's up. I'm not seeing something here. Do I have this like not? Ah. This is not in its position. Okay. So, I have this not correctly connected. So I guess it was kind of good that that happened. So this needs to go like that. There we go. That's better. Now that's happy. And I'm going to vacuum that a little bit. Watch your ears. Alright, now this should just drop into place. Hey, would you look at that? No hammer fist engaged. Crap. Over here breaking a Traxxas. Everything, not everything takes a hammer fist here, guy. Not everything takes a stinking hammer fist. Oh my goodness. So, literally, this is all it took. Put this bad boy back together. The thing to keep in mind too is Traxxas parts are relatively cheap. You can take that however you want to take it. I know how I mean it. There we go. So that right there, I'm hoping that is the compromise that we can work with. So I'm gonna let my wife use my Traxxas Max V2, and I'm gonna take the Hobao Hyper MT, the Hobao Hyper MTX. Almost forgot the X. I'm taking the X. Whoa, whoa! I'm taking the MTX, and she's gonna drive my Max V2. So, what are you doing today? Sometimes compromise can be a good thing. Just do it. Bye.